Welcome to our special Valentine's Day edition. Today, we're trading in our backpacks and our rail passes for something a little more ooh la la. That's right, we're taking you on a journey to the world's most romantic cities. Whether you're planning a trip with your special someone or just dreaming of love-filled destinations from your couch, these cities are sure to inspire romance. So grab your sweetheart or maybe just a warm cup of cocoa and let's get going. Ah, Paris, could we start anywhere else? Strolling hand in hand along the Seine, stealing kisses beneath the twinkling Eiffel Tower. Picture this, you and your sweetheart, bundled up against a crisp winter breeze, a warm baguette tucked under your arm. You find a sunny bench overlooking the river, Notre Dame's spire piercing the sky behind you, and as the sun sets casting a warm glow over the city, you'll find yourself whispering, Je t'aime. So come, fall in love in Paris. You won't regret it. From the City of Lights we journey to a city built on water, Venice. Now Venice isn't just romantic, it's downright magical. Imagine this, you and your loved one snuggled together in a gondola, serenaded by a gondolier as you glide beneath ancient bridges. The gentle rocking of the boat, the soft splash of the water against the hull, the feeling of being completely alone in the world. It's pure magic. Step off the gondola, and you'll find yourself lost in a labyrinth of narrow streets and hidden piazzas. You can wander hand in hand, discovering secret gardens and charming bridges around every corner. Stand beneath the soaring arches of the basilica, surrounded by the flutter of pigeons and the murmur of conversation. Venice is a feast for the senses. From the vibrant colors of the buildings to the tantalizing aromas of Italian cuisine. It's a place to get lost, to wander aimlessly, and to savor every moment with the one you love. From the canals of Venice we journey east, to the land of the rising sun, to the ancient city of Kyoto. Here, romance takes on a different flavor, one steeped in tradition, tranquility, and the delicate beauty of nature. Imagine this, you and your loved one, walking hand in hand through a serene bamboo forest, sunlight dappling the path before you. The air is filled with the sound of rustling leaves and the gentle chime of a distant temple bell. Later you'll find yourselves sipping matcha in a traditional tea house, the air fragrant with incense. As you savor the earthy flavor of the tea and the delicate sweetness of the accompanying wagashi, you'll feel a sense of connection, not just to each other, but to the centuries of culture and tradition that surround you. Imagine strolling beneath a canopy of pink and white petals, the ground carpeted in a soft blanket of blossoms. Kyoto is a city that invites you to slow down, to appreciate the simple things, to connect with nature and with each other. From the serene beauty of Kyoto we journey to a city that feels like it's straight out of a storybook, Prague. With its fairy tale castles, cobblestone streets, and charming bridges, Prague is a city that whispers of romance at every turn. Imagine this, you and your loved one strolling hand in hand across the Charles Bridge, the Vltava River sparkling below. The air is crisp and cool, the sky a brilliant blue, and the only sound is the gentle clip-clop of horses' hooves on the cobblestones. Later you'll wander through the enchanting streets of Old Town Square, marveling at the astronomical clock, listening to the melodies of street musicians, and warming up with mugs of hot chocolate or a hearty Czech meal. As dusk settles over the city, casting a golden glow on the ancient buildings, you'll find yourselves drawn to one of Prague's many cozy pubs. From the fairy tale charm of Prague we journey to a city that pulses with passion and energy, Buenos Aires. This is a city that lives and breathes romance, from its sultry tango rhythms to its vibrant nightlife. Imagine this, you and your loved one, standing in a dimly lit milonga, the air thick with anticipation. The music begins, a sensual tango, and you find yourself swept up in the rhythm, your bodies moving as one. The passion, the intimacy, the raw emotion of the tango is intoxicating, a language spoken without words. It's also about strolling hand in hand through colorful neighborhoods like La Boca and San Telmo, browsing antique markets, sipping mate in cozy cafes, and soaking up the city's unique blend of European elegance and South American zest. Buenos Aires is a city that ignites the senses, awakens the soul, and reminds us that life is meant to be lived with passion. From the vibrant energy of Buenos Aires we journey to a place of breathtaking beauty and tranquility, Santorini. This Greek island with its iconic whitewashed villages perched atop volcanic cliffs is the stuff of postcards and dreams. Imagine this: you and your loved one, standing hand in hand on the edge of the caldera, the Aegean Sea stretching out before you like an endless blue canvas. The sun is setting, painting the sky in a riot of colors: fiery oranges, deep purples, soft pinks, and the whitewashed houses glow in the warm light. Days in Santorini are spent exploring charming villages like Oya and Fira, wandering through narrow streets lined with whitewashed houses and blue-domed churches, and stopping to admire the stunning views from every angle. As the sun begins its descent, you'll find yourselves drawn to one of Santorini's many cliffside restaurants. From the sun-drenched beauty of Santorini we journey to a city of elegance, grandeur, and musical enchantment, Vienna. This is a city where romance is woven into the very fabric of its being, from its opulent palaces to its world-renowned classical music scene. Imagine this: you and your loved one dressed to the nines, stepping into the magnificent Vienna State Opera House. The lights dim, the orchestra begins to play, and you're transported to a world of passion, drama, and soaring melodies. But Vienna isn't just about grand opera houses, it's also about strolling hand in hand through the sprawling grounds of the Schönbrunn Palace, marveling at the intricate details of St. Stephen's Cathedral, and indulging in decadent Sacher-Torte and coffee in one of Vienna's many traditional cafes. As dusk settles over the city, casting a warm glow on the cobblestone streets, you'll find yourselves drawn to a horse-drawn carriage. Vienna is a city that invites you to slow down, to savor the finer things in life, to embrace a slower pace and a more elegant era. From the grandeur of Vienna, we journey to a city that feels like a step back in time: Bruges. This charming Belgian town with its canals, cobblestone streets, and medieval architecture is a place where romance seems to linger in the air like the scent of chocolate and waffles. Imagine this: you and your loved one hand in hand, strolling along the serene canals of Bruges. The water reflects the colorful buildings like a mirror, and the only sounds are the gentle splash of the water and the chirping of birds. Later you'll find yourselves lost in the labyrinthine streets of the old town, discovering hidden courtyards, charming shops filled with local crafts, and cozy pubs with roaring fireplaces. You'll indulge in Belgian chocolate, savor steaming mugs of hot chocolate, and perhaps even share a plate of steaming mussels, a local delicacy. Bruges is a city that invites you to slow down, to savor the simple pleasures, to reconnect with each other amidst the charm and tranquility of this medieval gem. From the fairy tale charm of Bruges, we journey across the Atlantic to a city that feels like a little slice of Europe nestled in North America, Quebec City. With its cobblestone streets, historic architecture, and French-Canadian flair, Quebec City exudes a unique blend of European romance and North American warmth. Imagine this: you and your loved one, bundled up against the crisp winter air, strolling hand in hand through the snow-dusted streets of Old Quebec. The air is filled with the sound of laughter and conversation, and the scent of wood smoke from nearby fireplaces adds to the cozy ambiance. Later, you'll find yourselves warming up in a cozy bistro, the air fragrant with the aroma of French onion soup and freshly baked bread. Quebec City, with its European charm and North American heart, is a city that invites you to slow down, to savor the moment, and to embrace the simple joys of winter. For our final destination, we return to Italy, to a city that's a feast for the senses and a haven for art lovers, Florence. This Renaissance gem, with its stunning architecture, world-class art, and romantic ambiance, captures the heart and ignites the imagination. Imagine you and your loved one, hand in hand on the Ponte Vecchio, the Arno River flowing beneath. The sun sets, casting a golden glow, and the air is filled with music and laughter. Later, lose yourselves in the Uffizi Gallery, marveling at masterpieces by Botticelli, Leonardo da Vinci, and Michelangelo. End the day at Piazzale Michelangelo with breathtaking views of the city. There, with city lights twinkling below, share a kiss, a moment of pure magic. Florence awakens the soul, inspires the imagination, and reminds us of the power of beauty and love. Thanks for joining us on this romantic journey. From the canals of Venice to the streets of Paris, from the ancient temples of Kyoto to the tango halls of Buenos Aires, we've explored some of the most romantic destinations on Earth. We hope you found some inspiration for your next Valentine's Day getaway, whether it's a grand adventure or a cozy escape close to home. Remember, romance is about connection, about shared experiences, about creating memories that will last a lifetime. And from all of us here, happy Valentine's Day.